9 months ago, I had $13,684 invested in my brokerage account. Fast forward to today, that same account has grown to $36,633, as you can see down here. That's almost double where I started. But here's the important part. This growth didn't come from market gains alone. A big reason this portfolio has grown so fast is because of my consistent biweekly contribution into this account. And what makes this even crazier is that in the last month alone, my brokerage account jumped from $33,126 to today $36,633. Okay, in today's video, I'm breaking down all the funds I have in my brokerage account, how much I'm investing into this portfolio every 2 weeks, and the strategy I am using as I continue working towards my long-term goal. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Invest with Intention YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am on a mission to turn 13,000 into 50,000 by investing into ETFs, index funds, and high conviction stocks. And before we go any further, I want to say thank you because this channel just hit 100 subscribers. To every single person who has subscribed, watched my videos, liked, commented, and supported this channel, thank you. I genuinely appreciate all of you. Your support means a lot to me and is what keeps me motivated to keep documenting this journey. And as always, this is not a financial advice. Please do your own research before buying anything you see on my channel. Okay, now we are going to take a closer look at my position, and I'm going to tell you how much I invest and which funds I focus on right now and how much I invest into each fund every single month. Okay, so let's start with how much I contribute every single month. So every single month I contribute about 1,800 into my brokerage and my Roth IRA. Okay, before I was just doing 900. In the last few months I was doing like 900 into my brokerage account every 2 weeks, and then now I started doing 700 so I can send 200 to my Roth IRA. Okay, so with that $700, I think I put $150 into each the five funds I own. So as you can see, one of the funds I own here is FSELX, and I tend to buy I put like $150 into it every 2 weeks. Okay, and I try to build my position, and I started this back in 2025, I think January or February of 2025, and I've been building this position and it's doing amazingly well, right? This is one of my my five main funds that I put money into. The next one is my FTech position. Okay, here also I invest about $150 every 2 weeks into this, and I try not to time the market. I just want to buy like whenever I can. So once I get paid and put money in, during that week, I look to see when I want to buy. I don't try to time the market and just sit on the sidelines. I just put whatever I have in here. I try to buy during that week, right? And this I have 23 shares, as you can see here. Okay, and the FSELX I have 81 shares, and my goal is to reach 100 shares by year end. Okay, the next fund I concentrate on is the FXAIX, which is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund, is the S&P, right? And as you can see here, I have 21 shares. Okay, and here also I think this one I put $100 into this every month because I am a more of a growth focused investor. Okay, and so I tend to buy more of FSELX and FTech, which are this is semiconductor, and this is like the tech information technology ETF. Okay, so I focus on those, and coming down here, this I bought it by accident. The IVV I is the same as FXAIX. I was gonna buy. I was looking at it and I accidentally bought it, but I'm gonna leave it for now. My next main fund is as you can see down here, SCHD. And for me, because my portfolio is more of like growth based portfolio, so I try to use SCHD over here to balance it out a little bit, right? So that's why I have 33 shares, as you can see. And have invested close to 4,000 into this fund as well. Okay, this I get dividend from this about 35, almost $40 in dividends per year. So this is my balance. SCHD is not actually, it's a good fund too, right? The return in the last 10 years is about, I think, 10 to 12 or something percent or something like that, right? Which is great, right? So I am, since tech is really high right now, I'm gonna actually start buying more of this. So here, I think here I try to put about I try to buy 2 shares or three, I think 3 shares every 2 weeks, and I put about $40 into QQQI as well. Okay, just for the dividend. Right, I'm still young. I don't need the dividends, but it's important to have some dividends in my portfolio as well. The last fund I focus on is SCHG, and it's actually my largest position, as you can see, with 228 shares, right? And I've invested 7,000, as you can see here, into this. It's my largest position in my portfolio. And actually this is the among these funds, this is the one that is not performing as well this year. So I'm trying to buy more of it because it's the one that is a good fund and is underperforming the other 4 funds I just showed you. Okay, and so how do I make this 700 contribution into my brokerage account every single month? Well, like I said in my last video, for me personally, I want to pay myself first. So the first thing I do is I make sure I pay my rent, right? I have my food money, a little money I can enjoy, I can put aside to enjoy, and then the next thing is I put a lot of money into my investment account, right? I don't really spend a lot of money. I might give myself like $60 to spend on anything I want, apart from my food. But I also so every 2 weeks I put $700 into this portfolio to keep me going, right? So my thing is I want to encourage people. Like, I know it's a lot of money for me to invest. Not everyone has $700 to invest every 2 weeks, right? But what I'm trying to do here is put whatever you can, even if it's $20. I didn't start putting, to be honest with you, I did not start putting $700 every 2 weeks into this portfolio before, right? Before, maybe it would be $100 or $50, and over time, as my income increased, I increase the amount I want to invest in. And to be honest with you too, I don't want to keep working forever, right? So I have my employer 403b account. I also have a Roth account and a rollover traditional IRA that I have. But this brokerage account is the one I see as my early retirement, because for me personally, I don't want to work forever. I don't want to work, excuse me, I don't want to work until I am 60 years, right? So for me, I want to build this portfolio as my FU money and be able to walk away and do what I love to do. Not retire, but do my own thing. I have plans of, as I told you before in my last video or last 2 videos, I am a full-time soccer coach. And so I want to start my own program, and for me to do that, I need to be able to have money aside so that I can do it. I can work for myself full time. So I am going to continue putting a lot of money in here so I can walk away from my job at when I get to the level I am very comfortable with. Okay, if you watching this video and enjoy it, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you, and like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.